In the meantime, let's shift focus and talk about still when it comes to Sam Pitroda, because he's called now controversy's favorite child. He's been reinstated. He's back now as the Indian Overseas Congress chairman. He had stepped down earlier, if you remember, on his own accord, that he said right in the middle of the Lok Sabha elections after drawing flack over his remarks on India's diversity, which had certain racist overtones. Now, the Congress party accepted his resignation, hoping that they could damage, when it comes to damage control. But senior party leaders have then called the analogies that have been drawn by Sam Pitroda at that point in time as most unfortunate and even unacceptable. But soon after the elections were over, the results have been announced. He has been reinstated to his original position, sparking a political storm once again, with the BJP accusing the Congress of hoodwinking the people of India, of fooling them and slamming Sam Pitroda as tormentors of the middle classes. The BJP also highlighting the very timing of Sam Pitroda's return, which came on the same day when Rahul Gandhi took over as the leader of opposition in Parliament.
Well, Sam Pitroda reinstated as Overseas Congress President. He was never removed. It was just on papers. Sam Pitroda is ideologue of Congress, is think tank of Congress. Hua to hua. This is the true face of the Congress party actually.
राहुल गांधी के लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन बनने के बाद पहला बड़ा कदम है कांग्रेस पार्टी का। मतलब राहुल गांधी भारत तोड़ो करना चाहते हैं, इसलिए भारत को बांटने वाली बात करने वाले, भारत में प्रभु श्री राम और प्रभु श्री राम के मंदिर और रामनवमी के खिलाफ बोलने वाले व्यक्ति को राहुल गांधी ने फिर से कांग्रेस पार्टी में न केवल वापसी करवाई, पर उनको सबसे बड़ा पद भी दे दिया।
राहुल गांधी के अभिभावक ओवरसीज कांग्रेस के फिर से अध्यक्ष बना दिए गए हैं। ये राहुल गांधी और कांग्रेस पार्टी की चाल थी। देश की जनता इन्हें पहले से पहचानती थी, इसीलिए चुनाव में कांग्रेस पार्टी राहुल गांधी को जनता ने नकार दिया है।
Now, controversy's favorite child is Sam Pitroda, who is also the mentor, the guru of Rahul Gandhi. But time and again, he's brought embarrassment to the party. Let's take a look at his past comments as well. Now, when it comes to on India's diversity, this was a recent controversial comment that made him step down according to his own will from the party position that he was holding, where he compared East Indians to Chinese, West Indians to Arabs, South Indians to Africans, North Indian to white. And this is how the comparison that he was drawing. Another, when it comes to the controversy that was raised big time by the BJP and also the Prime Minister, when he said that in the US, states take 55% of the inheritance of the wealth of an individual, and that the same system should be also applicable in India. And then he said during, when it comes to the Ram Mandir construction, that temples will not help solve any problem. Now, also back in 1984, this is important and the most controversial one, when it comes to the anti-Sikh massacre and the riots that happened, he said, "To kya hua? Hua to hua." That is when it comes to the justification, not only to that, but also when it comes to the Pulwama terror attack that had happened back then, when he said that attacks like these happen all the time. So several controversial statements that have been made, but it seems that nothing has changed for him, neither for the Congress party, because now he's been reinstated to that very same position that he holds.
We could hold country together as diverse as India, where people on East look like Chinese, people on West look like Arab, people on North look like, maybe white, and people in South look like Africa. We could hold country together as diverse as India, where people on East look like Chinese, people on West look like Arab, people on North look like, maybe white, and people in South look like Africa.
Well, that was the very same comment that he made. Right after that, he had to put across his resignation, which was accepted by the party president. But before that came another controversial statement when he talked about inheritance tax laws in the US and wanted it also to be applicable in India.
Let me tell you, in America, there is an inheritance tax. One has $100 million worth of wealth. And when he dies, he can only transfer probably 45% to his children. 55% is grabbed by government. Now that's an interesting law. It says, you in your generation made wealth. You are leaving now. You must leave your wealth for public. Not all of it, half of it. Which to me sounds fair. In India you don't have that. If somebody is worth 10 billion and he dies, his children get 10 billion. Public get nothing. These are the kind of issues people will have to debate, discuss.